Please.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Could you tell us your name?
Stephanie Hill.
Ms. Hale, what do you do for a living?
Currently, I'm a marketing coordinator at the hospital in Uvalde.
Uvalde Hospital?
Yes.
How long have you been doing that?
Since July.
And before that, what did you do?
I was a teacher.
Where were you a teacher?
Started in Cal Allen and then moved to Uvalde at Robb.
Okay. What did you do at Robb?
I was a third grade teacher.
At Robb Elementary School?
Yes, sir.
And was that true then, back on May 24th, 2022?
Yes, sir.
Could you just tell us what that morning was like? What were y'all doing?
We had awards in the morning, and then we went back to the classroom, and it was a pretty relaxed day. Watched movies, had snacks, and then I don't know how far you want me to go into that. Okay.
So what is awards day?
It happened quarterly, and they would get awards for like top AR readers, AB honor roll, citizenship awards, all of those things. So just celebrating the kids and their
Parents
achievements.
invited to?
Yes, sir.
And where does it take place?
The cafeteria.
Okay. And it's just people rotate in and out in the morning?
Yes, based on the grade levels.
And is it kind of a free day then for the kids?
Kind of, sort of, I guess. We have fun.
Okay. That's a day of fun?
Yes.
So when did y'all finish awards?
We had ours in the morning. It was, I couldn't really tell you, 9, maybe 9, between 9 and 10, I guess.
What did you do after the awards?
We went back to the classroom for a little bit, and then until it was time for them to go to rotation at the library.
So you went to the library after you were in the classroom?
Yes.
And then next, what did you do?
After I dropped them off, I went to a math interventionist room in the 4th grade building and looked at some math manipulatives, and then until it was time to pick my kids up from the library, and I actually picked them up about 10-15 minutes early that day so we could have extra recess.
So you got them out early to go have recess?
Yes.
Where's recess?
On the playground, I'm going to say maybe the south side of the school.
Okay, we'll take a look at that in a minute.
Okay.
I just kind of want to walk through the day first, okay? So you got out, you were headed for the playground on the south side of the school.
Yes.
And tell me what happened there.
We stopped at the classroom first to grab lunch boxes, use the restroom, and then we were walking to the playground, and it sounded like the trash. The dumpster was picking up the trash, and I thought to myself, that's weird. They usually do that in the morning.
What do you mean it sounded like a dumpster picking up trash?
Like the dumpster truck, you know how it picks it up and it dumps all the trash. I don't know, it makes a loud noise to me, so that's what it sounded like.
So that's what you heard?
Yes, at first.
And so it didn't ring a bell as to a concern or raise a red flag?
I mean, it was interesting. It was a little weird and odd, and I remember thinking to myself, that's strange, they usually do that in the morning. And then I just became, I guess, a little more aware of my surroundings.
Okay. Did you continue on to the playground?
Yes.
And did you get to the playground?
Yes.
And how long were you at the playground?
I'm not 100% sure. Maybe 5 minutes,
A short
give or
period of
take.
time?
Yes, a short period of time.
What is it that disturbs your playground activity?
We heard sounds, and to me, I thought they were fireworks. That's what it sounded like. And then another teacher also said, that's kind of strange. And then I walked to, they had like bleachers in the middle of the playground so I could see my kids, and I didn't make it there until Coach Gonzales picked up his radio and started yelling for us to get inside.
Okay. So the combination of hearing these fireworks and Coach Gonzales, did you draw a conclusion from that?
Yes.
And what was that?
That there was gunfire.
Okay.
That something was wrong. You
So
could see what I
fireworks and Coach Gonzales makes you think, not fireworks, guns.
Yes.
And
or
as you were
something.
trying to get inside, was there anything else that indicated to you that wasn't fireworks?
Yes, we could. When we were standing there, the dirt was kind of, you could see the dirt cloud up, kind of coming towards us. And then as we were all running into the classroom, I saw I don't know what to call him, horrible person, walking.
Just take your time. We can hold on.
Sorry. Walking towards the door.
Can you describe him for us?
He had all black, long hair, and a gun.
You saw a gun. Can you describe that for us?
I mean, I'm not really a gun person, but it's long and black, so.
And about this dirt being, would you say plowed up? I need to understand that a little better.
Like I don't know if you drop something in dirt or sand, I guess, and it kind of makes a cloud, and then I don't know how else to explain it.
Okay, and did you see one of those clouds or more than one?
More than one.
More than one. And so how many children did you have with you?
In my personal class, or all together?
Good question. Let's start with your class.
At the time, I wasn't 100% sure, but I think there was about 10 to 12 students.
With you?
Yes, the rest had left.
And there was another class out there?
There were several other classes on the playground.
At the time this puffing of dirt was going on?
Yes.
Do they all allowed to intermix them for that period
Yes.
of time? Okay. So the coach has given you instructions, you've had your own confirmations, you actually see somebody with a gun. Pretty stressful?
Yes.
Did it prevent you from acting?
No.
What did you do?
I yelled to the kids to get in the classrooms. The second grade teachers had opened their doors to let us in. And I went to the first classroom and I stood outside the door to make sure everybody had gotten off the playground.
So you got through the door before all your kids did?
Not all of them, but yes.
And so but you didn't go in?
No.
And why is that?
To make sure they were safe and inside.
And did you make sure? Did you make sure they were all safe inside before you went inside?
Yes.
And so when you went inside, what did you do?
I went to the corner of the teacher's classroom and at that point noticed I had only about 2 to 3. Of my own students in there. And so realized that they were kind of spread out into other classrooms. And then,
Did that cause concern for you? Tell me about that.
I mean, you just worry. And I mean, I know that they were all in a classroom, but not knowing where or who they were with was concerning because they weren't with me.
So what did you do?
We sat there for a little bit and you could see we just kind of waited and tried to keep the kids calm. So we'd gone into a second grade classroom and a few of them were struggling to stay quiet. And
what's the idea of staying quiet?
Don't talk, don't move, be still.
Is that part of the training that y'all had?
Yes.
You had training to stay quiet under what situations?
A lockdown.
A lockdown? Just would you go through this then what a lockdown is and what you do?
So it's lock lights out of sight. You lock your doors, which should be, and then you turn the lights off and you're out of sight. You go somewhere in your classroom that is away from windows, doors, hidden as best you can.
And is that school-wide?
Yes.
So in the lockdown, if you go in any room, according to the lockdown procedures, the kids are going to be away from the door and away from the windows,
Yes.
in the dark
Yes.
and quiet.
Yes.
And you had a little trouble with people being quiet.
Yes.
And so what did you do?
I army crawled around the floor under these second graders' desk and did breathing with them. You go trace your hand and you breathe in and out as you go up and down your fingers. So I did that to 2 students, help them calm as best they could.
So you learned a breathing technique
Yes.
to calm kids in stressful
I
situations?
mean, it's just a normal, I guess, teaching special ed. You learn, I guess, little tricks to help with anxiety and things like that.
Did it work?
Yes.
How quickly?
I couldn't give you an exact time.
Okay. Did you take any other action as you were waiting?
Yes, at one point the teacher, and I don't know her name, I feel so horrible, but I don't know her name. She had brought me a pair of scissors, and then there was another teacher in there. I don't know if I'm allowed to say her name. She also, we kind of got together and just kind of came up with a plan.
What was the plan?
Do what we had to do, defend, keep quiet, wait until somebody came to get us.
And what were the scissors for?
I guess protection to fight if we needed to.
Okay. Under that stressful situation,
Yes.
you developed a plan
Yes.
to fight.
Defined?
To fight?
Yes.
And how about your kiddos?
They were doing the best they could to stay calm and quiet. They were doing what they were supposed to be doing. They had ended up getting safety scissors, I guess because they saw us with our scissors. We got theirs. I didn't even notice until we got to the parking lot.
The kids all had safety scissors?
Mm-hmm.
Mimicking you all.
I'm sorry?
Mimicking the teachers.
I assume so, yes.
That is preparing to defend yourselves.
Yes.
No, this is objective leading.
How long were you in this position?
I don't recall. It was all very, I don't know.
What did you do while you were there?
Where? In the classroom?
Yes, ma'am.
Help the kids stay calm, was ready to go. At one point, we just made sure we followed the rules. At one point, the 2 other teachers we were with, or I was with, they couldn't remember if the door was locked or not, or they just weren't sure. And so I remember being on the opposite side of the classroom, and they were tying an extension cord up into the door. I don't know how to explain it, but there's a triangular shape metal frame that helps it open, and they were tying an extension cord around it to try and make sure it was, I guess, secured the best it could be if the door wasn't locked.
Okay. And that was the other 2 teachers?
Yes.
At some point, you were relieved or you evacuated, is that
Yes.
correct? Tell us about that.
We kept hearing knocking on the door, and we were taught, don't answer the door, somebody will come in and get you. But after several times knocking, and again, I was on the opposite side of the room. One of the teachers, she peeked open the curtain to see, I guess, who it was. And it was law enforcement. And so at that point, she opened the door. They came and said, we're going to move you guys to the parking lot. So once everybody's ready, we're all going to move quickly but safely to the parking lot and wait there.
And did you do that?
Yes.
And how did your day end then?
Got to the parking lot, and at that time I realized all the kids had scissors, so it's okay, we're okay. And I took all the scissors and had 2 big pockets. Both of my back pockets were full of scissors, and we sat there for a little bit and then ended up going to an empty field off of campus. And while we waited for buses, I still at this point didn't have all of my students, and so I gathered the ones that I did have, and I told them, stay here, we're not getting on this bus, and waited.
For what?
For the rest of my kids.
And did you get them?
Yeah.
And then where did the bus go?
It was a little bit of confusion, I guess. We went to the high school, or we were supposed to go to the high school, and then on the way there, the bus driver was just kind of going in circles, and then we were told that the high school was on lockdown, so we wouldn't be going there, and then we ended up going to the Civic Center.
The what?
The Civic Center.
Okay. And is that where the kids were reunited with their
Yes.
parents? Okay. Thank you. We've gone through your day, and I want to just kind of go through so we have an idea of where all of this occurred. Okay? Yes.